Welcome to Financial Buzz Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker here at the New York Stock Exchange, bringing you a review of this week's stock market. No record highs for the market this week, quite the opposite. Monday started with investors collectively holding their breath as the second quarter earnings ends and earnings season begins. Last week's strong employment reports led to speculation that the Fed will start raising interest rates earlier than expected. Plus, violence in the Middle East led to the VIX jumping over 16% from last week's low. Tuesday, after the bell, Alcoa released earnings and they exceeded expectations. This gave a psychological lift to the market, and on Wednesday, stocks rose for the first time this week. In addition, the Fed released minutes for their latest meeting and said, quote, monetary policy needed to continue to promote the favorable financial conditions required to support the economic expansion. On Thursday, jobless claims for the week ending July 5th were down to 304,000 compared to 315,000 the previous week. However, a large bank in Portugal was rumored to be close to default on debt, and this unnerved markets. On Friday, markets opened mixed as investors were cautious awaiting the release of more second quarter earnings. Now let's take a look at some stocks. Crumb's Bake Shop stopped trading a week ago on NASDAQ and confirmed this week the company will be closing down all 65 stores. However, a group of investors is rumored to be preparing a bid to save the chain, and the stock soared over 1,000% to 40 cents a share on the news. Crumb's reported a loss of $18.2 million last year, which was stacked on top of a loss of $10.3 million from the year before that. Tesla Motors shares took a beating this week as the electric car company got hit with trademark infringement allegations by Chinese businessman Jan Baosheng. Since 2006, Mr. Baosheng owned the Tesla trademark in China, but the deal to sell it to the company fell through. Baosheng is currently suing for $3.85 million and demanding a halt of Tesla operations in China. The case is expected to be held in Beijing on August 5th. The Boeing company made headlines this week after it announced Emirates Airline has finalized a deal for 150 new 777X mini jumbo jets. The transaction is worth approximately $56 billion, and Emirates now has 208 777s that are pending delivery. Google announced they will be launching a $100 million venture capital fund to invest in European tech companies. Currently, the fund will be operating out of London, but investments will be made throughout Europe. The new fund will be operating as an arm of Google's US-based investment fund, Google Ventures. Nike ended their 13-year contract with soccer club Manchester United after Nike was unsatisfied with new terms for the contract renewal. Adidas is expected to take over production of the club's apparel. This is Financial Buzz Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker, and I'll see you again next week.